the Emiru files just dropped. I don't know what files they're talking about. They're talking about the Diddy files, the Epstein files, but it's time for us to see. Let's get it.
Massive day for the unemployed. Mizkif just dropped the Emiru files, apparently rebuttaling a lot of...
What that say? Hold on, y'all. What that say? Considering the gist of Skunk's statement, which includes allegations of sexual assault, the court finds that it was reasonably capable of defamatory meaning, accepting Ms. Rodino's factual allegations true and viewing them in the light most favorable to him as required as this stage of proceeding. The court finds that he is plausibly pleads a claim for defamation against Skunk based on her allegedly untrue statement that includes allegations of sexual assault. So they lied. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what that means.
Rebuttaling a lot of the allegations in a 45-minute long video. Oh my. Bro went full demon time. He even brought receipts. A judge has recommended that Mizkif's defamation claim against Emiru move forward. He uploaded a 45-minute video denying her allegations in full.
And it is time to go full demon time.
Go ahead and grab your popcorn and let's get into it.
I'm Matthew Renato.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
In October of 2025, on a live stream to her audience of millions, she accused me of sexual assault, stalking, and abuse. I deny those accusations completely. To be clear about the setup, I am the one who went to court. I sued her for defamation, meaning for making false accusations that damaged me. After her October 2025 live stream, the accusation spread everywhere.
Damn.
And to most people, the story was already settled.
Damn.
I was guilty.
Hey, not your boy though, but I did say this. I'm not gonna accuse him of any crimes, obviously, but he is definitely guilty of being a cornball. That's actually f***ed up, man. Moving on.
But what changed is that in June 2026, a federal judge reviewed her request to throw my entire case out and recommended
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's W's in the chat, because most judges or most like judges, prosecutors, whatever, they would have tried to make bro look so bad. He would have got smacked in the court with fees and all that. He probably did, I ain't gonna lie, but still, good thing they threw it away, because that time, them boys in there that be damaging people for sexuals, oh my gosh, it would have been crazy. It would have been crazy.
The opposite, that it moves forward. So here's the accusations that she made on stream. These are in her words as the judge quoted them. On October 2025, near the start of her live stream, by the magistrate judge on the account of the transcript, she said she was, and quote, finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me.
The psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail.
The first thing most people heard about was not that the accusations itself, it was that I had gone on my own stream and admitted to all of it. This is false.
Full demon time.
Not gonna lie, his earlier response video was terrible, and a lot of people dismissed his side of the story because of it.
Not so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I've punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Because of the plushie thing, a lot of people just dismissed him in a way.
Almost no one listened to my side.
Right.
Before I went live,
Yeah,
Emmy
bro,
went
you're
live.
cooked. No one's, if anything was hitting a girl, sexual assault, R-word, no one wants to hear the guy's side of the story. That's why I'm surprised the judge threw it away, because most judges would have fried his ass.
First, she told the world that I sexually assaulted her, abused her, and stalked her before I had a single word in my defense. I deny those accusations completely. The word that came next, rapist, came from everyone who heard her and ran with it. The verdict was in before I even said a single word.
Hancock all the way from the United Kingdom.
And when I did go live, I told my side and I've stuck with it word for word to today. She has not. She has done exactly one live stream. And across that single stream, her story does not hold together. So why does the false version that I admitted to everything still win?
I mean, he did admit to being a bad boyfriend, but a that's a little far.
And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself.
Yeah, he might be a bad boyfriend, but he still doesn't deserve that label.
So in Emiru's filing, her motion calls it spontaneous. The live stream was spontaneous, unedited, and unscripted, speaking openly and vulnerably in the moment.
Basically, she was saying that this was all spontaneous, but before starting her live stream, she said this was calculated, and the judge dismissed that.
Junk should not be heard now to argue that her defamatory comments were some off-the-cuff, spontaneous, emotional response.
And the thing is, people still don't like this guy. The dislike bar speaks for itself.
Just speaks for itself.
Again, many things can be true at once. That's the beauty of nuance. Miskiff is still a weird, jealous boyfriend who cares about his girlfriend's Twitch viewership, and Emiru is a bit of a for saying that it was her emotional truth.
Sexual assault allegations. She called it sexual assault. Here's what she said happened and what I did. She told her audience and later the court that what happened between us on one night was sexual assault, a crime. He started kissing my face and I let him do it. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hands down my pants. And I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off of me like a cat.
Like a cat, like.
That's so weird.
And
So weird. That
instead
don't
of
even sound
apologizing
right.
or checking if I was okay, he said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go." And he immediately left my house while I was still crying.
Motherfucker. You was allowing him to get sexual anyways. And then he might have took it a step too far, but still you was allowing him to do the things he was doing before even trying to go with that move. So how was that? Is that even? I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Again,
This is
boyfriend definitely
crazy.
misread the
This is hella
room, but it's a
crazy.
good thing that he stopped when she, found it uncomfortable.
I did what any man should do in the situation. She made it clear that she didn't want it, and I stopped. I respected her not consenting. I did the right thing in that situation.
Right,
I
yeah,
did not
facts.
sexually assault her and
Facts.
deny it completely. So why does this false version that I admitted to everything still win? I would also like to make it very clear that up until that moment, Emiru and I have been dating for over 3 years.
Whoa, bro whipped out the receipts. Let's check this out.
We were constantly breaking up with each other, and then we would repeatedly have sex and get back together. There is no evidence of a police report or any other legal action over the incident she alleges happened around October 2024, despite her
he got
public
receipts.
statements in
Oh,
October
yeah.
2025, where she said to her audience that she was seeking a restraining order.
You can't levy serious allegations against someone and not go to the police. This is like a superwoman moment.
Women.
I am already in the process of filing a restraining order on him in both Texas and California.
So apparently she never even filed that, which, to me doesn't make any sense, but what do I know?
20 months have now passed since the alleged incident without a single criminal complaint, restraining order, or investigation appearing in any record in California or Texas. The total absence of any official action over a year and a half stands in stark contrast to the severity of what she accused me of.
Love or hate Miskiff, objectively he is right, because if you levy such serious allegations, you almost have to go criminal, which is why the judge allowed this to continue.
And here is what does not fit an assault. We kept dating for months afterward. Her own messages laid out in the next 2 sections show
The first thing I see...
Hold on, we gotta go read those. Hold on, y'all. When we do these reactions, we gotta see what the messages said.
show
Right here. So this is December 18th. She's selling some look like bacon or something. Salmon. Hey, my uncle died. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm sorry. Do you want me to come over if you want? Yeah, okay. I will head over soon. Okay, I'm going to bed. Okay, I'm just getting ready. Do you want to sleep over? Yeah, by the way, you have like a save with D/CS because Cheddar, he's a hero. You basically caught up though. My uncle Jim died. I know. Why bring it up? I mean, he was sweet. Hope your family's okay. Yeah, he was a very nice. Can I call later or you will be asleep? I did. It's fine. Yeah, I just went offline a few minutes ago. But when you get here, can you feed Beppo? Then if her lights, yeah, can I use the bath or will it keep you up? I want to sleep. So no.
The first thing I see, hey, Hey, my uncle just died. What? I'm just getting ready. Do you want to sleep together? Hey, yo. Oh my god, not again. His Uncle Jim died. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but just because they dated afterwards or were cordial with each other, that wouldn't dismiss assault allegations, right? And of course, logically, it doesn't make any sense, but I mean strictly legally, how would this play out in a court? Let me know.
I was the one who walked away, and she is the one who did not want to split up.
Right.
Her lawyers swore in a footnote that we did not get back together after the assault.
Bruh, who the hell is her lawyer?
Sexual assault, the crime.
I'm the
But
lawyer.
once I sued her, her lawyers argued that her own words were never factually a claim at all, only her protected emotional truth.
She said, and I quote, "Her story is admirable, and in telling it, she is stating her emotional truth, not some statement of decisive fact."
You know, if your teacher's being mean to you in school, say they molested you and then say it's your emotional truth, a foolproof technique.
Emotional truth is not a recognized defense to defamation in Texas. The magistrate judge, restating Shunk's own motion in her own words, described it in exactly those terms. She also argues that her statement, considered in its entirety, was an opinion or her protected emotional truth.
Judge sides with Mizkif to continue lawsuit against Emiru, but not Asmongold. I feel like he sued Asmongold out of spite. He definitely has a better case against Emiru. All these people are mentally teenagers. Most people are. They leave high school and never mature beyond that. Yeah,
I mean,
but
most
Twitch
of these
streamers...
people are just I wouldn't say most of these people are streamers, but most of these people gotta kind of have that kid-like mentality, especially when streaming, because you gotta entertain. A 30, 40-year-old is not gonna be able to entertain, bro. A mature 34-year-old is not gonna be able to entertain. But someone that's 23, 24 and still has that 18, 19-year-old mentality, they will.
are extra.
That's crass.
WestJet is going to be like Asmon was with Johnny and Amber over this. Why the hell would an airline care? Japanese soldier who kept fighting 20 years later. I'm going to be 100%, and as much as I dislike Mizkif, if the assault allegations are false, that's absolutely our reason to go to court over it. That destroys people's lives. If Emiru just stopped at the blackmail and him being an abusive boyfriend, this would have been completely different, but sexual assault is a criminal thing.
She told millions of people I sexually assaulted her. She has never produced a police report. We dated for months after that, the night that she points to. And when I took her to court, her own lawyers argued those words were not a factual accusation, but her feelings.
Facts don't care about your feelings. I saw this on Reddit, and I don't know if this is real, but allegedly Mizkif is paying people and calling this a campaign to boost his video. I don't think he needs to be doing this because a lot of his points are genuinely valid, and there are inconsistencies in Emiru's story.
On December 25th, Christmas, she said hi, and then Merry Christmas, babe. This does sound like a couple that is broken up, as we slept with each other every single night. Her filing said that we did not get back together after the October 2024 breakup, as she describes. These are her own messages from November, December, and January. All after that date, the filing and the messages describe two different relationships.
Damn, that was low-key tough. Honestly, I don't care what the facts are, who abused whom. I think Mizkif is a garbage human being who exploits other people for his own gain. He has—
What do you mean? He just exposing the truth. What do you mean exploit other people for his own game? That's like, I can see why people say that, because Gideon did the same thing. He was using predators for his own good. He made a whole series about his uncle for his own good. Made millions of dollars off of it. So I see, but it's still like, bro, like we gotta put these things out there. We just can't let these sit in the closet and be hidden for forever. Like, nah.
He's been a perpetual liar his entire streaming career, reframing and misframing everything to suit himself. I disagree. It doesn't matter what you think about Mizkif. Nobody should be accused of a crime under the guise of emotional truth. She got him deplatformed without evidence. I hope he wins. Emiru isn't some innocent little girl, but Mizkif is a degenerate double-edged sword.
Our next point, she also says that she ended the relationship. She handed me a note, and in it, she wrote that she wanted to marry me, that she wanted to build a life and move into an apartment right next to me.
And somehow—
that is definitely a crazy girl to have. I ain't gonna lie. That's a girl that would say you abused and beat her off a little push, and then now you in jail for assault and battery. Like, that's crazy.
Extra Emily got involved. Oh, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Basically,
Oh, no.
she knew about the breakup
Not
or
Emily.
something. Very unemployed stuff.
So now we're going to move on to the stalking allegations.
Whoa, a chart? I believe everything he's gonna say now. And it's color-coded. Zooey mama.
The reason why I flew to Japan is that I knew if I stayed in Austin, that we were just going to get back together and get in the same loop that we had been in for almost a year.
That's what they call a yo-yo relationship, and you guessed it, it's a sign of immaturity. Basically, long story short, he was in Japan a lot of the time, yada yada, and then they met at a party and she thought he was following her there, but like he knew a friend there and he wasn't really even talking to her.
The house was very small and I opened the door. I said, whoops, I want to make it very clear I was not following her. It just happened that I was with someone she knew the entire night.
I don't think this part is that serious, so moving on.
In California, a judge can grant a temporary restraining order the same day you apply, with a full hearing set just 21 to 25 days later.
You
That's
don't gotta
crazy.
convince us she's
Did she do
dumb,
that?
man.
She also told her audience that my lawsuit was a bluff, that I couldn't win. In nearly the same breath, she predicted that I would sue her and waved it off in advance as meaningless. She put, and I quote, "I would not be surprised if he tries to sue me for the stream that I did today and for coming out about him, not because he thinks that he would win, but for PR reasons, like a slap lawsuit."
Whoa, this part's getting exciting. She's with the ghoul Sakura talking about somebody, Miskiff, who sent her a ChatGPT apology.
I had someone send me like a massive like apology message, and I wasn't sure if I like wanted to respond, so like I showed a couple friends and they were like, "Emmy, this is literally ChatGPT," and I was like, "Oh." I guess I'm not responding then.
This is obviously about me because we were in a relationship the entire time that ChatGPT has existed. This was months before she even went public with an accusation. You do not consider how to respond to the person you say sexually assaulted, abused you, and stalked you.
Yeah, I remember this. Bro wrote a whole novel to her.
The only thing that stopped her was that her friends decided that my words were too well written to be mine. Think about that. I would like to now talk about the abuse claim that Emiru tried to hint at on her stream. I had a habit of tossing my phone onto my bed, and
This is
one
actually
time
pretty
it bounced.
crazy though. I'm kind of glad that bro kind of got out of that situation because it could have went way worse, gang. Just imagine if they were married or some shit. Just imagine being married and being told this. You wouldn't have won nothing. You would have had to give up half of everything you have, all the content money that you make gone, house gone. If you got a couple cars gone, like, be glad it only got to where it was, and then you was able to resolve the situation.
Off the mattress and caught her in the eye, and it left a bruise. I felt terrible about it. I apologized immediately. I stopped throwing my phone that day, and we moved past it. That is the only time I ever hurt her, and it was not on purpose.
While this dude has anger issues he needs to sort out, I really doubt he was straight up her.
She did not call it abuse to anyone. She called it an accident both publicly and in private. Did someone knock you out, Emily? Emiru said, not intentionally. I got a black eye a week or two and it's finally almost gone. It's a long story, but funny as LOL, I'll DM you later.
Anyway, a lot of people are also speculating that Miskiff is deleting his comments because that's 300 comments is very low. With a split like to dislike ratio, you would expect there to be comments on both sides, but it looks a little sus. Here are the top comments. In his video, he then mentions how he basically had everybody turn on him, he didn't know what was going on, and he lost all of his collaborations, and then he sort of talks about him falling off.
Before the breakup, I was not an outcast as many of you think. I was the center of this community.
He was a multi-millionaire.
To show you how little of an outcast I was, these messages are between me and my friend at the time, Leslie. November 2024 text will...
You dish me? What do you mean I dish you? You want to see the unit under raised when you're here until we can try to see it again. 5:55 is my flight. I hang in here. I won't get to see you before you go, but I'm coming to Austin for OTK game day, so I'll see you in like 2 weeks. But you can just come to LA whenever because you love it here. Oh, lol. Wait, that's great. Oh, that is cursed. Yeah, I know. Excited to hang tomorrow. Okay, I gotta go to bed. I'm old grandma.
show that the unit under Valkyries is available, and come to LA whenever.
And whoa, shocker, a bunch of streamers are self-centered scumbags who will ditch you at moment's notice? Whoa, would have never believed that. And apparently Ludwig's dishwasher was spreading some rumors about him as well. Also not shocking.
All of America's...
So after that happened, a lot of the people he used to talk to started ghosting him and not replying to him. Basically, he got excommunicated from the Twitch scene.
It is the court letting my case move forward, not a verdict, and I won't describe it as one. To much of the internet, I am an abuser, and I am a stalker. At multiple events, I've been called a rapist. And at one event, minutes after I picked up a wristband, 3 security guards walked me out in front of everyone, and posts mocking me for it reached hundreds of thousands of people. I've been called a rapist in my face, in bars and restaurants, for most of the last 8 months.
To end it off, he drops a bit of a bombshell.
Before I go, I filed this lawsuit on November 3rd, 2025. By her own side's account, she knew about it November 10th. And on November 11th, the very next day, she went back on stream and told everyone watching this in her own words.
I got 2 new computers. My other computer is gone. I gave it back to Starforge and they wiped that shit.
I'll see you in the next video.
Why would she say they wiped the computer?
Emiru is a massive liar, and
Yeah, she's fried, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. She's overly fried. I don't care. I didn't really know the situation or who she was until I seen this video, and now I'm like, dang, females really out here doing stuff like that to good people. Well, we don't know if bro was good behind the scenes, but like, bro seems like an upkept, genuine guy. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know if y'all liked the video. Hit that like, sub if you're new, and I'll catch y'all at the next one. Hey.